The low tiers of today are not like the low tiers of the past, right?
Facts.
Yes. So I wanted to share, and I am asking you guys to share too, some examples of characters you think are actually bad characters.
Okay.
If you guys can go first, I think that would be pretty good.
Oh, you want me to go first? Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily self-explanatory, but you will know why the character never appeared on your screen when you played this game. And the other
Share that screen, bro.
one has a little. Oh, hold on.
We need you to share that screen.
I got you. You know what, Jay? There might be a place for you to help me with this. So you know what? Yeah, you're gonna do this one too. You got yours up already, yeah?
My game, not yet.
Pop in Marvel 2 real quick for this. Now, LordKnight, how in depth you want me to go with this?
I mean, whatever you want to share.
Well, I'm gonna do it the good old-fashioned IFC Yipes way. All right. Well, the character that I want to showcase today as one of the worst characters I've ever seen is Roll from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. All right, so I know through the history of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, all you have seen is top-tier characters. You've seen your Magnetos, you've seen your Storm Psylocke Commandos, Sentinels, well, let me not say Commandos, Sentinels, Cable, etc., etc. To the era of when we was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the competitive level, there was no such things as these characters on the screen. One of them that I'm pointing out is Roll for many reasons. Number one, you was not going to win any single tournament in your life with this character. And two, it would be a waste of time. If you actually had FGC dreams and you wanted to go through tournaments to try to garner results, this is the wrong career choice. And I'm gonna explain why. Off the dribble, if you will, in fighting games, especially in Marvel 2, you need powerful moves to get people the hell up off you, whether it be reversals or whatever the case may be. You had that in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 with the Captain Commandos, the Cyclopses, the Psylocks, and you name it, the Dr. Dooms, right? Those assists alone body this character. For starters, normals his ass, okay? As you can see, very garbage, right? Look, nothing reaches. Now, you putting yourself in dangers. This is why I bring up the part about assists, because a lot of assists just smoke her. And literally, her main enemy, for sure, is this guy right here. That's why you see me playing Cable. But, yeah, stubby normals. Nothing that really leads into anything. I don't even think you could OTG off of this. And if I remember correctly, Justin, if you could point out to me, she does not have any air throws, correct?
No, she got air throws and she got no kick throws.
That's what it was. Okay. All right. That's what it was. But it doesn't lead into anything. She doesn't have any potent combos of any sorts. This is literally the most that I remember, right? Yeah. Now, I know she got like a leaf shield version, but that's like time. Like that's actually one of her things that make her quote unquote complicated. I'll talk about her strengths if I have to. She can obviously get all her moves, right? Leaf shield being one of them, right? Which is pretty good. Now, funny enough, one of the top tier characters that we deal with in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is Sentinel. This actually goes under the Crouching Fierce, the beam. I'm pretty sure you've seen this, LordKnight, but it doesn't get anything for you. You're just using resources, but that's what she got going for herself, right? Another move, which is pretty useless, but you could be kind of be a little flexy with it, if you will, if you have the proper assist. If you had drones, this will work out a little better, but it doesn't lead into anything neither. She got a bouquet.
That's good. Slow fireball.
That's it. Which is good. Lingering, right. You would think with a lingering fireball, it's pretty solid, but no, with assists like Commando, Cyclops, and Dr. Doom, it's just gonna get shit on. One of my personal favorites, how you do tornado hold, Justin? Don't tell me. It is backwards fireball. Yes, there it is. It is a DP with a kick. It took a while. So she has over her classic moves, but it really don't got no range. You can't even OTG with this, right, Jay? Let me see.
No, you can.
What does it lead to?
Nothing. You can't get anything for that.
Nothing, really?
Exactly. Like, I could show you an advanced combo, but it's going to use assists. Like, she really can't. So for a character to be top tier, she got to do a lot of stuff alone to have, like, a chance, especially in like a versus game, but she don't have nothing. But my favorite tool that she has... Wait. No, wait.
Is this random, by the way? Is this random? Or
no, no. You could do it. You could do it. But her best tool, in my opinion, Jay, you could correct me. You are the god of Marvel. Is definitely the rock ball. It kind of disrupts neutral a little bit because you could bounce it around and stuff, right? But that's it. Once it's gone, right? So like a Magneto trying to instant air dash to you, dash, for example, it's going to get clapped up, but it's not really going to lead into anything. This character's that trash. I don't really know exactly what she has in terms of properties. We didn't have access to that information. We just, for real, to be honest, we all just paid attention to Justin at the arcade. So if you can actually get to use the bouquet, right? She kind of got like a 50-50 on the way down. She can actually hit multiple buttons if like people are like standing and stuff like that. Like stuff like that, see? Like falling. Okay, so let's say, for example, if I do this with like like that with a bouquet, right? You can set it up with some drones or whatever, but it's still not gonna lead anything because you're not gonna kill. There's not much more I can say about this character. No real chip attributes, no nothing. It's just dry bones, cheeks.
You know, it's kind of funny. We talk about size sometimes in games. You know, like in Dragon Ball, everyone's like, "Oh, small character's so good." At least there was a point once upon a time. They're like, "Oh, small character's so good, so good, so good." But like in this game, 7-foot tall superheroes jumping to the top of the screen, floating, filling the screen with stuff, and then it's like, "Oh, there's roll." There's roll.
And that is why exactly I started this conversation with the top tiers are so strong that it'll be impossible for you to bump into these guys. Now, Justin, let me ask you a serious question. Did you actually play any type of Monopoly Bucks matches with this character?
Yeah, I actually have. I won a. Okay, so this is an old story. So this is 2008, and I got called out by somebody from Europe saying that I'm ass in Marvel 2 and they're better than me, and if I came to UK for a tournament, that they would money match me for like 500 pounds or whatever, right? So I got invited to that tournament, and they set the money matchup. After it was a 1st to 5, and I beat him so bad 4 games with like all top tiers. I decided to pick Surbot Roll Mega Man and beat him the last game with that.
Ooh, Cannon.
Please tell me what team he had.
He was playing Cable, Sentinel, Guile.
And couldn't kill. Did he actually got a character at least?
The video's up. I haven't watched it in a while, so maybe
the video's up.
Send me that. He killed the character, but I won by time over because obviously Surbot and Roll, they don't do enough damage, right?
Trash. I will say this though. I give mad respect to Surbot. At least Surbot, you can chip somebody to death.
So Roll is worse, would you say?
But Roll is the worst character in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. She is the utterly worst. Justin, can you agree with this?
Yeah, I think she's worse. I think at least with Surbot, you could be annoying. You have a good chip damage super. Like when I made the Marvel 2 guide when the collection came out, and I try to see what Roll can do. Literally, her best meta option is forward throw. Forward throw is the only thing she has. Like if you just throw, because you recover mad fast. So her throw is good, and that's it. Throw Cable real fast.
I think that glitch is on right now. Training mode glitch. Look.
Oh, so no. Bring in Cyclops.
The stuff.
Yeah, because Cable is hard to throw.
Well, no. There we go.
Yeah, you see. So you can just keep she's a grappler to me. Like I just keep throwing because the throw does it does good damage actually.
Yeah. Wow. Out of 52, 52, 55, 52.
It's 56.
56, man. Out of 56, the worst.
Yeah, and she has one of the worst jumps in the game. Her jump is lower than other jumps, like super. If you super jump,
God. Ew. Wait.
You see, it doesn't go as high.
That's not as high.
No, if you bring in Cable.
Oh, yeah. That's a big difference.
Yeah, and also LordKnight, when you mentioned how small characters are bad compared to the tall superhero characters, Mega Man is 100 times better than Roll. And you can actually use him to beat a lot of top tier characters if people are bad I guess not good at the game.
He actually, funny enough, so me being a Magnus player, I did have issues as a random scrub coming up. Your average Joe Magneto.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one to start. Justin, do you wanna go next?
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, since I have the game booted.
You got the collection? Which one though? Which game?
The Marvel 2 collection. This is the collection.
No, I know, but which game are you playing? Is it Marvel 2 or you got?
Nah, I'm picking X-Men Street Fighter.
Who's ass in that game?
Oh man,
we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. So Dawson, I think, is complete garbage, and I'm gonna explain to you why, Yipes. Because anybody will have a field day against Dawson.
I know what it is. I seen a Chinatown fair, but I'm gonna let the folks at home know.
This is X-Men versus Street Fighter. I don't know what year this came out. I'm assuming it's gonna be 95, right? 95, because I'm Marvel came out in 2000. Marvel 1 came out 98. Marvel Super vs. Street Fighter is 97. So I want to say 95 this game came out. 95, 96. So 1995, 1996. Actually, it is 1996. You know why I know? Because Dogface is throwing a 40-year-old anniversary, I think, for X-Men Street Fighter at Evo this year. So
Wow.
yes, so that means this game came out in 1990, or 30 anniversary, 1996. Obviously, with X-Men Street Fighter, this game, I would say, revolutionized fighting games, in my personal opinion, because this is the first time there's a collaboration with Capcom, like Ryu Ken versus X-Men. So first time you see Ryu and Cyclops shaking the hand, iconic pose. I'm sure a lot of people have seen that picture before. Dawson, obviously he has long stretchy normals and everything. You would think that he would be really, really good because, that means he would be more exaggerated in this game. You guys are not wrong, right? But the thing is, when you play Marvel 2 Dawson, it's kind of when I would say the last few years, we started thinking like, Marvel 2 Dawson is like super sick. So Yipes played him recently on a stream. I played him a few years ago and we're like, man, he got some really cool combos. And I realized how bad he is in this game. And the reason why is, Yipes, you cannot string his normals. So if I do crouching light, crouch medium, crouch heavy, it does not work.
What?
So he doesn't have string. You see how Magneto could do short launch and everything like that. Dawson cannot do jab launch. So he has no cancelable normals on the ground. Okay, so that's one.
Okay.
Another one is that he has fly in Marvel Super Street Fighter, Marvel Capcom 2. He does not have fly special move, so he cannot fly in the air.
Oh, he's garbage.
Right? Another thing is, he was really good with air dashes in Marvel 2. He does not have an air dash. So my man has one air action, and that is really, really it. Wow. So he can't air dash, he can't fly, and you have characters like Chun-Li, she can air dash, right? When did Chun-Li can air dash? But Dawson, master of yoga, he can't fly, he can't air dash, right? So that's already 3 things, right? No Magic Series strings with like long range normals or close range normals, right? Like, look at this. Can't do any of that. And I was like, okay, what are some good things about Dawson, right? I'm like, his drill. This is his drill. He can kind of like loop that. Like, but every character has a infinite combo in X-Men Street Fighter. So stuff like this is not new, and the timing is very, very hard. And also, it's height specific. So it's obviously taller character is easier on, like Juggernaut and Zangief. But when you're a smaller character, it's really hard. And let's say, you know how when you do air combos, you do the Magic Series 1, 2, 3, 4 spike. For example, like Magneto could do like light punch, light kick, medium punch, medium kick into spike, right? So standard air combo that everybody learned to practice growing up. If Dawson did that, 1, 2, 3, 4 spike, it just whiffs. No double jump, nothing. He could teleport and then keep doing it. That's it. But the thing is, he doesn't have air dash, right? So eventually, like, he's gonna come down just like every other character. But he does have a mechanic which you would assume is good. So anytime you hit Dawson in like a kind of an airborne state, you know how like in anime games you have like air tech and like kind of those invul frames, LK. So he has that in this game where he teleports, right? So he can get out of specific mix-ups. You would think, okay, that's pretty good. And Marvel 2 is actually very annoying because you can't really do a quick reset because they can react to which side you're on. But the problem is, this is their first time doing it. Capcom's first time doing it, so it's bugged. It's completely bugged. Meaning, like, watch. So if I do this, and I go for a reset, like you think, okay, he can get out of it, right? He can get out of this, but what do you know about he can't block during the first frame of the teleport after he teleports?
Yep.
I can make a wish combo. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 hypergraph. That doesn't combo, but on Dawson, it does.
That character's trash. Now, mind you, LordKnight, the only time I see Dawson in display is in combo videos. That's the only time I see this character.
Wait. He gets. That's guaranteed. It's only when he does the teleport, or it's just guaranteed?
Yes. Yeah, it's only when he teleports. So this does not work on any other character. But the thing is, he can't block after he recovers from the teleport. Like even when you like put him in the airborne state. So you know how when you tech in anime games, you have that invul state if you don't press a button? Yeah. He does not have any of that. So I could just do this all day. Look at this.
Wait,
I
he
can make
automatically does that? He automatically does that?
Yeah, in airborne state. If I do spike, like if I do 1, 2, 3, obviously it's a hard knockdown. He gets up. Right. But if I just put him in airborne state like that, then he always does that.
Dude.
Like,
Why?
I could do this, right?
he's
So look at this.
dude, he's like
Wow, nice
forced to take
freestyle.
American
Like that.
resets.
Yeah. This is literally American Reset, but combos.
Oh my god, bro.
That is
Dude.
pretty bad. You know what, Jay? Just to check the boxes real quick. Thank you for teaching us this because I had no clue that this character cannot string his normals. So shout out to all the sim mains that stomach this,
Oh my god, dude.
if there are any.
Look at this.
Wow,
I can do
Jay.
whatever.
Man, Jay look like he got some serious execution right now. Look at that. Look at that,
There's
baby.
baby combo.
Yeah. It's and the thing is, you could do anything. So like, you could just do like just regular jump as well.
Wow.
So like, if I air dash, look at this. I'm just doing jump medium kick.
Dude. Is he the worst?
Yeah, he's him and M Bison are the worst characters in the game. Like I said, make a wish combo, and then you do whatever you want. But yeah, that's I don't think you could get worse than that personally.
Oh my god.
Now I see why I've
dude.
never seen the character. Wow, makes sense. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that.
Okay, I'm actually speechless. This is crazy. I know nothing about this game. I think there are probably some people in my chat who they don't know that this game exists.
Yeah.
For Street Fighter. Okay, that one was really crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This one was really crazy. Roll, it's like we all know because everyone loves MPC2, basically, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we had to look further back at the ancestors. Just look further and further back. Oh, so I'm gonna bring it a little more modern, real quick. This is Vanilla Persona 4 Arena. The original one, it's a little hard to get right now.
Oh, okay.
The OG is a little bit hard to get. Usually when I talk about this game, I am in Ultimax, or I have to, which is a sequel, that's what people are playing now, or I have to like get footage from back in the day. As it's the first time, I'm going to be extremely basic, and we're gonna talk about the grappler. We have to
What's
talk
the
about
grappler?
the grappler.
Oh, he's the grappler, the chair guy.
Yes. So
Okay.
if you haven't played the game, this is Kanji Tatsumi. This is not from 1995 or 1996. This game is from 2012/13. And as time has gone on, fighting game devs are like, man, grapplers are always bad. Grapplers are always bad. What can we do to make grapplers better in the game? He has a lot of stuff that grapplers love, actually. This is like the first time where they're really trying to make a grappler be a good character. This is actually why it's tragic that he's bad. He's like one of the worst characters in this game. This move is a move where he will grab you out of the air.
Okay.
Okay, he'll grab you out of the air if you're close enough. And if you do this version, so this move is actually pretty crazy. If you jump
Okay.
when this thing is out, it'll just get you.
Oh, I like
Oh,
that
wow.
range.
Yes, automatically.
pretty good.
Automatically. Cost meter, but it's a pretty good move. Another problem that grapplers typically have is that normally, you know, if you think about Street Fighter, the Zangief normally doesn't have a projectile, right? He normally has to work his way in, use green hand, whatever, right?
Green hand. Yeah.
So Kanji, you know, this is a RPG where everyone has a persona, the shadow of the true self. So his persona lets him summon lightning on different parts of the screen. So he has a projectile, and it's a good projectile too, because if he hits you with this, it's an RPG fighter, so I cannot move. I'm paralyzed, literally paralyzed. I can't
Oh.
move for a little bit.
Okay.
I can only move. Okay, like I can only move with like system mechanics and like special moves. That's it. Pretty good. Pretty good. When this game came out, everyone's like, man, Persona is so scrubby because there's no DP inputs in this game. There's not a single one. But everyone has a DP, right? So if I press two buttons, with me too, I do. This is just a normal DP, a pretty DP. Give it a spin, okay? But Kanji has a small DP, is this, but like his lightning, you get paralyzed if his DP hits you. So again, I can't actually move. This game is a system where, and grapplers will love to hear this. If you play a grappler, tell me how you feel about this. So I'm gonna get knocked down by this. I can't backdash on wake up. Even paralysis aside, I can't backdash on wake up. It's just part of the game. You can't backdash on wake up.
You gotta hold that.
Yes, but in this game, not only there's like the time of you like jumping off the ground is vulnerable, but you can also be hit like here, right? So you can't. I'm trying to block, but the game won't let you block for like 5 frames after you jump. So there's a lot of stuff that he likes about this game. They really actually tried to make him a good grappler. They were really trying to make him a good grappler. So what are the problems despite all this? So For starters, is his speed. So here's Mitsuru. She's wearing high heels, and this is how fast she runs. But his run has startup, which is like, it's a very weird thing to say, but he legit like can't. He's just like, you know, like his run has startup. I don't know why. That's why I had to say everyone else's run is like a run, because his run is like not a run. Another big problem he has is, again, they really actually tried to make him a good grappler, and the fact that he has a run is a miracle in itself, because most of the grapplers they're so big they just stomp around, they go boom, boom, boom. Okay. It's an air dashing game, so Mitsuru has like an air dash. It's like a typical, look at her air dash, look at her go. Look at my queen go.
Yeah.
Right? So he has an air dash too, actually. A grappler has an air dash. Revolutionary, right?
Oh.
His air dash is also not good. He goes nowhere. His air dash is so bad compared to other characters that they don't usually air dash at you. They move a different way, and it's not like this, because his jump also sucks, by the way. So he has big buttons, by the way. He's got like this. This is his jump B. He hits you with the chair. But look how slow his jump is. So what they do is they do this instead.
Wait, it's a back turn?
Yes. So in this game, you can turn in the air whenever you want by pressing the A and C button. So his air backdash is like normal, but his air forward dash is really slow. So they'll do like this.
Oh wow.
He also has stubby buttons. This matters a lot. So like our good friend Roll from before, he has relatively small normal buttons. Now, the thing about him is that his persona moves are pretty big, but they're not fast either. So it's a lot of like, please walk into this, but he's also slow, so he can't maneuver himself. And in comparison, there's this character Mitsuru who this shit is literally like almost half screen, and it's a jab. That's her jab. Oh, wow. That's her jab. Okay. And this move is so broken that they had to change the game's mechanics around this move. This is how broken this move is. And he has this. He has this to fight back, and like this to fight back. He doesn't really have like good stuff to fight back.
Can you whiff punish that normal?
If you're in the area, yeah, and faster characters can too, but like he is just like, he has to like preempt. He has to do like this type of thing to like fight it, which is preemptive. And if he whips it, then she can punish him. This matchup is terrible. This Mitsuru Kanji match is terrible.
Privileged.
It's very privileged. Okay. So he has another big problem. Do you notice under the life bar there are these 4 P cards that are under? You might be surprised. It's for Persona.
Okay.
Because the buttons is a 4-button game, and you have A and B, and these are physical attacks, and you have C and D, and these are Persona attacks. And there is a big distinction on these because your Persona also has HP, is separate from your actual HP, and those are the cards. So, okay. Okay. Do you see how like he's missing a card?
Yeah.
So the problem with this is, let me break one more card. So let's say like this is like his command grab, right? So he tosses you, and then he paralyzes you on one of his command grabs, not that one, right? So what happens then if all these moves of his are with his persona, because he's trying to paralyze you and stuff so he can be a super juiced grappler, right? Once you break his persona, he can't command grab you anymore. He loses the ability to do it because he needs his persona to do it, because he tosses you to his persona. Okay. Not only does he lose that, he loses something really, really. I mean, that's already really important. If you're like a grappler player, you're like, oh, I can lose my command grab. He has like this, right? So now you know where I'm going with this, right? This is DP. Yeah. This is DP, right?
Oh, no.
Yes. So when he has no DP without a persona. Where Mitsuru, she doesn't have this problem because she is using her noble sword because she's rich and she bought this fucking sword. So she always has DP. So his defense also gets nerfed also when his persona is broken. And it's kind of easy to break his persona because he has moves where like it stays out, or like there are times where like you hit him and you hit the persona at the same time. There's a lot of ways to like hit his persona. Huge deal. Finally, another defensive problem he has is when he's on defense. Okay, again, so I mean, no DP aside with no persona, his buttons are not fast. So like, his stand jab is like 6. That's a lot of characters have that, and his crouching jab is like 8. So his fastest mash is this. Okay. And what that means is on defense, so there are times that like if you pick to like not mash DP and use your fastest move, it loses to stuff that also beats throw at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, where other characters wouldn't have that problem. So like other characters would be able to just mash jab or like something, or like use a DP or something. Is like him, he has to pick DP or something that loses to throw. Like, and having your defensive option be on like a throw thing is pretty bad. I play a character in Ultimax that has this problem. The DP that is also a grab. It's a DP that's a grab, so it's hard to use because it loses to stuff. It loses to shimmies basically. Right. He has a bunch of problems despite having actually a ton of strengths, and like they really actually tried to make him a good character. They're like, we really want him to be good. There's actually one thing I forgot to mention that's good about him. Small little good thing about him is he has this move. I mean, he goes like, he yells at you, he talks shit. Actually, he goes, you want some, and like get bent and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like this move has like no hit stop. It's actually a really good move to use in block strings. Like they just really consciously made him so like when he's on you, he has a lot of opportunities to strike throw. Like he has this, he has this move that pulls you in, he has the paralysis, he has all this stuff. But they couldn't help but be like, but he's a grappler though. They just could not help themselves but be like, oh, he's a grappler though.
Okay,
Man.
question.
Any questions?
Okay, so you said this is the original version compared to the one that, well, I saw you compete in, right? This is a whole different version, the first version, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now was this character good in the second one?
No.
Or like he had, so he had the same glaring problems that he had in the first one.
Yeah, he has most of the same problems. He is better in the update, but in the update, everyone else is better too.
Has he ever moved up the tier list, or has he always kind of stayed the same?
So he's always low tier. He's not the worst character, actually.
Okay.
I talked about another character. There's like two other characters that are one that's as bad as him and one character that's worse. The worst character in this game is, it's very unfortunate because in the lore she's like the strongest character, but she's the worst character in this game. But we had to teach the children about the first time they tried to make a grappler actually be a good character. When you look at his stuff, it really looks like they want him to be good.
I had a good like 2 months, 3 months, not 2 months, 2 week to a month stretch of playing Mitsuru. I was like looking for tech. I was actually using you as references a lot as well. So,
oh hell
but
yeah.
I never seen this character in action. Now, you know when you're like in trading mode and you just like checking out the characters. I actually highlighted this character and I was like, wow, it's just a guy with a chair. Mind you, I'm just not hip to the lore of Persona like that. You know what I mean? So I will say this though, he looks cool with the jacket.
Yeah, he
looks
do.
cool with the jacket, but I think a different choice of weapon would have made a little more sense. I think I seen a chair here, but I think you could pick like a car door as well, right? Or something like that, or it's just always a chair.
What does he use in the RPG? Good question. I don't use him a lot in RPG. He's supposed to be like one of the best characters in RPG, but I don't like use him because you don't have to. I wasn't playing on like the super hard modes in RPG, so you can just use whoever you want. So I actually could not tell. If it was another one of the Persona 4 characters that I actually like use a lot, like Naoto, I would be able to tell you. But with him, I thought it was just like his chair is the default, and that's why like everyone has like their default weapon.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I think what it comes down to, he just didn't have the surge. That's what it comes down to. You feel me? If he had the surge, the White Claw surge with the 8% alcohol by volume, they might have made him a better character in future Persona games.
See, that's why the Persona 3 characters are top tier actually, because they're all old enough to have the surge.
Okay.
There you go. That's the reason.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Blood Orange is gonna be popular over there too.
Okay, so first and foremost, credit to you guys. You guys picked some garbage picks. Me, I'm kind of like sitting back and watching this. I'm like, damn. Like, I know a lot nowadays in modern fighting games, you have a lot of comeback mechanics. There's a big reason why in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the X Factor came into play. Early example I showed you with Roll, she was that garbage. So I could imagine Roll being a little better with an X Factor, but even then she'll still be trash. But character that I will showcase is Captain Commando. Now, I'm sure a lot of people have seen this, because I've seen this in the comments. This is the reason why I even picked this, right? Yo, I can't believe Yipes always shits on this character, but he always picks the character himself. This is how I know they like have no clue why I even picked the character in the first place. It's an assist-based game. My man Commando does Kaplawi on the floor, which is the Captain Corridor, and that was a great anti-air assist, but they couldn't catch that one. But Justin, you can attest to this. Every time a commando was in the mix and it was the final characters, what would people do?
They would just stop playing. You know, like take off the hands on the joysticks, look at their cell phone because they just admit defeat.
Yep.
That bad?
Yes, but I'm going to show you why. So, Justin, I want you to start with Magneto. Pick Magneto. Just pick MSS. Pick MSS. LordKnight, I'm sure you've seen this character in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in passing, whether you have a refreshing White Claw Surge in your hands or you're just walking around checking the love of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm sure you've seen him. One of his best assists is this one right here. That's the main reason why people pick Captain Commando. This assist is ridiculous. Like, go in the air, Justin. Like, just super jump right above me. Right? Like, there's ways to dodge it, of course, strategically, but that's the reason why you have this assist, right? It just restarts neutral every time you get clapped. Plus, there's big damage, and you could combine that with a, say, for example, a Sentinel or a cable, and you could get massive damage off of it, right? Obviously, he's the assist, so the point characters would be whether Storm or a Sentinel, whatever. Let's say your Storm Sentinel dies. It's not much you could play with here, especially if a Magneto was healthy. Now, obviously, he got moves like, he got neutral, he got Captain Corridor, right? I mean, Captain Fire, excuse me. Captain Kick, which, by the way, for people that don't know the lore, just to throw a little spice in here, all of Sea Viper's moves are based on Captain Commando.
Really?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, look, Thunder Knuckle, right?
Yeah.
Thunder Knuckle, right? This is different. The fire was whatever, but obviously Flame Kick, right?
Yeah.
Just throw a little art there. For people that don't know, her moves are based on Captain Commando.
Oh wow. Okay,
Wow.
that's great information. I didn't know that. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So if anybody played the Captain Commando game, he comes from a beat 'em up game, so he has like a squad of dudes. I don't know whose his jobbers are, but you know, you got
Mummy.
you got the ninja with the sword, you got the mummy who spins, and you got the baby, which is pretty random, but it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a baby that just launches himself on top of a missile. Look.
He said himself.
I know how to do it. Hold on. It's like a lightning attack, no?
It's fireball, light kick, heavy punch.
Oh, there it is. There you go. Boom. See the baby? Now he's good. He's solid, right? On paper, like he could chip and stuff like that. He got movement if you really got it, right? So, judging by the nature of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you're gonna not really hit characters, right? So, Justin, I want you to just standing fierce this move. And obviously, this is one of his best ones because it's like what keeps characters at bay. Yes. Thank you, Justin. Right? We don't even worry about, yeah. So all the moves that he needs to play neutral is garbage. Now, obviously he has this, but if the player is good enough, they're just gonna normal jump over it easily. That's it. So he really can't get nothing going. The only thing, and mind you, that's just an example with Magneto. We're gonna go to what Sentinel does to this character. Now, LordKnight, I don't know if you ever watched like a high level Marvel vs. Capcom 2 match, but have you ever seen somebody with Captain Commando?
I've seen people call the assist.
There you go. Now, Justin, just do what you taught us. What happens when I'm just doing all that? Yes. He gets destroyed by this one move.
That's insane. He goes under the mummy.
Yeah, look, even fire trades. I'm done. Nothing. See, even when I tag, I can't shoot the baby at him. Nothing. This ain't gonna reach him. Right? Now, mind you, with a game with fast projectiles, air dashes, and assist, Commando has nothing going for himself. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have a lead and you lose to this character, safe to say you're a dumbass. I'm gonna be honest. This is no disrespect, but anybody that plays very tough, hard Marvel vs. Capcom 2 knows that you could just do this move with Sentinel or a stand fierce with Magneto, and you can't do anything about this. Now, guess what happens? Justin, just hit him with a basic. I'm gonna try to super jump to you, okay? After this, right? Now, what happens when I super jump to you? There you go. He only could do this move in the air.
Oh no.
That's it. So if I get next to Justin on a super jump, he could just fly. Yeah, exactly. Just get away and just play super lame. Which, by the way, Sentinel is one of the fastest characters in the game. Just give me a nice punish when I go up there. See, I'm done.
So sad, dude.
So
Dude,
now,
Capcom.
now that we have this on record, guys, stop asking me why I call this character. Now his name is Captain Commando, but in the hood we call him Captain Suckass. Sucks, and he's ass. So you know what we do? What's our best choice? This right here. Nothing. This is what we do.
Remember those people in the arcade back in the day? They would just taunt. Be like, all right, I gave up.
All the greats. You've seen all the greats. Me, Sanford. Now, Justin's a bit of a tryhard, but there has been scenarios where he knows he's finished, and he just lets go of the character, right? I mean, if it's Cyclops, obviously. Jokes for people that know.
Yeah.
But if it's Cyclops, he's definitely going to try hard. He actually likes the character. But Justin Wong, can you agree that this was one of the rare moments where you actually gave up?
Yeah, if you have a full team, I'm not even gonna try because for me, I don't like playing characters where you have to hope for a miracle, and he's one of those characters that you have to hope for a miracle. Like your main strategy is hoping the person's dumb, and you just do random corridor into Captain Sword. So you're just doing DP and neutral.
Oh, now bring in Cable for me real quick. Thank you. What a professional. So one of his B&Bs, matter of fact, let me do it a Storm, right? One of his B&Bs, like to get him out. So obviously the game is heavy on DACs, switches on the characters and stuff like that. The main strategy when you fight a team, for example, of Stormset Commando, you just snap in Commando, kill them, GG's, peace out. That's it. You lost the ability to stop people from mauling you. Now, obviously, if you're smooth enough for like Storm and Sentinel, you could get away. But chances are there's an easier passageway to open up a Storm and Sentinel, right? So that's why you see Commando die usually first, depending on who you play. This is one of his best combos right there, which you just saw. But obviously, you could DAC into Sentinel, a little connect, or whatever the case may be, right? What you know about that B&B don't even work on Cable. All right, watch this. Now, there's a way to make it work, but you're not gonna land it like at least 5 out of the 10 times. But look, I'm gonna do the same B&B. He pops out.
Oh.
So I can't even get out of there safely, right? So the only way I could do this to actually make that happen is straight a launch into the super.
Oh,
that is the only way to make sure. But his normals is kind of ass. But yes, if you see any old school arcade tournament, you see some of your favorite Sentinel players that pilot with Commando. You ever see them in a scenario why they stop playing the character? I just explained why. As a main, now mind you, on the low tier side, he could do good with like certain assists, like a Cable assist and stuff like that, Dr. Doom. He has options, but when it comes to the top level of play, this character is garbage. And yep, you can do easy infinites on him too because he has a weird body. A lot of combos work on him. Matter of fact, some of your favorite low tier combos has to do with Commando. Yeah, if I had to rate him, garbage character, guys, but a fantastic assist. You want to stop people from rushing you down recklessly, or you want to keep a lot of people at bay, perfect assist. As a character, basura. And that is why we call him Captain Suckass.
So my next one is going to be another old game. It's my personal pick of a bad character because I played this game a lot. It's Capcom versus SNK 2. So obviously, iconic game. This game came out in 2001 for people in the chat that were born after 2001. I watched LordKnight's video getting ready for this, and it was him and James Croft going at this. He chose Kyosuke, right? And I agree with him. Kyosuke was pretty bad character, but for me personally, I was getting a lot of wins with Kyosuke, right? When I just try to troll people, but I don't think it's Kyosuke personally for me. My pick actually is gonna be Benny Maru. Like he debuted in King of Fighters 94. They nerfed him from CVS1. CVS1, he was actually pretty viable tournament-wise. He did good damage. He had great buttons, great combos. So when CVS2 came out, Capcom decided to make every ratio 1 that was really good in CVS1 bad in CVS2, majority at least. Blanca was the only one that survived that ratio 1 madness. The thing about Benny Maru is he's always top tier in King of Fighter games. Like if it's SNK made, my man's top tier. This game, he's actually terrible. And the reason why is that one, he kind of has like these little like light normals. So this is his mediums, medium punch, crouch medium kick. And these are buttons that never existed until CVS2. Because SNK games, it's only 4-button fighting game. Capcom had to make their version of SNK medium punches moves. They had to kind of make up moves. So these don't really have great ranges. So these are his heavies, like this one, standing heavy kick, standing heavy punch. And probably his best button is forward medium kick. And because it just skips neutral, it's an advancing normal like that. But the thing is, the damage is very, very low. He doesn't do a lot of damage because of that. So when you have characters like Sagat, Blanca, who hits like, I would say 3 times as much as that with their normal buttons, it kind of makes him really lackluster. He also has a ton of pushback with his buttons, like when you do a combo. So for example, every character in CVS2, they love to do the light, right? So crouch light kick like this times 3, right? Or crouch light kick, crouch light punch, something like that, right? So because there's so much pushback, Benimaru combos don't work correctly. So for example, he has Fireball Light Kick, which is this 1, 2, 3, this move, right? So it's like, okay, nice little combo. But look at the damage, right? It's only that much damage. Kind of like there's also a follow-up to this move. So if you do Fireball Light Kick, then you press down up and press kick again, he'll just do this 3-part. So now if you try to do this combo, so that doesn't combo. Another thing he can do is he could chain into mediums like most characters can. So he could do this, right? But the thing is, you can't do crouching short, crouching light, crouching medium punch. You see that? It just whiffs. Most other characters can combo into 2 lights into a medium. He has to do 1 or into that. And it's also like kind of like a really tight link. It's not like there's no plinking. I would say it's like a 2-frame / 1 to 2 frame window for a lot of the combos for lights and the mediums. He could do 3 if it's a cross up like that. But the thing is, even then, it's still pretty hard. His jump is also super long, so it's easier to anti-air against him in this game. And his cross up only works from here. So if I try to cross up a little farther, you see, it's just not going to work. So he has a specific range where he has to cross up because his jump is so long, right? And see, and he can't combo that. A lot of his other combos, like you could do like that, it keeps them standing. Obviously, when you think about fighting games, you want characters to get into knockdown state. Now, let's say if I want to combo into super. So if I could do short, I could cancel into that super, which is really, really nice. It's a hard knockdown. But if I try to do like medium, right, you could do that. That would work. The thing is, you can't do 3 hits, so it's harder to do 1 hit into a medium into a confirm, because a lot of times you're not going to really confirm with only just 1 light hit. Usually 2 is all kind of like the better preferred. And if you hit from a specific range, like not close, like right here, like sometimes that will not combo because like there's the pushback on the normals are too far, right? But the thing is, like, the light Pukin, you don't really use the light Pukin too much. You want to use kind of this super a lot. But the problem is it just does that. That's it, because you get the knockdown. But the thing is with CVS2, a lot of characters can do a level 2 into a level 1. That's kind of like, this is the thing that you do. But the problem is that when you try to combo, for example, sweep into super, like, see, that's going to whiff. So most of his combos only work towards the corner. He has a command throw, which is pretty cool. Like, he has this one, right? But if I try to go for like a tick throw, look at that. Look at the range.
There's no range.
So the range on it is pretty bad. But the thing is, because block stun works differently in this game, it's not like there's no magic button like +2, -2. Like, the frame data is all over the place. So a lot of times people could just kind of like button you out of your tick throw setup. Your tick throw setups, at least with Benimaru, is not that good compared to like characters like Zangief or Raiden, who are like actual grapplers. And the range is also, like I mentioned, this is terrible, right? Another thing is with Benimaru, he has a DP. You're like, oh, okay, he has a DP, right? So you see,
That's crazy. DP?
Yeah,
that's his DP.
I know. You gotta ask again.
So you have to do it really early. So you know how in Street Fighter, right? Like if you're like Ryu, Ken, Sagat, you want to do the DP as deep so you get the maximum damage. So you have to do his DP a bit early because of the electricity, right? You see the little electricity? So you have to do it early. So if you try to do it deep, a lot of times you can win like that. But the thing is, majority of time, you could get a trade, right? Which is kind of the problem. Like, you see?
Wow.
Also, you would think, okay, supers have info frames, right?
Sure.
So let's say if I try to do level 2 super, okay, we'll trade, right? So I have to hit it from like a specific range. Like I have to do it like from far where my hurt box is not near there. You see that? Look at that.
It doesn't have invul, is what it is. Or is
It does, but it's not as much. Like the invul frame is there, but it's not as much like compared to like modern fighting games. So sometimes it's very short. It's kind of random, right? Same thing for this super. This super is also good, but the problem is if you do it too early when their button is coming out, like, so like I have to, like, it's all range specific, right? That's what it comes down to. Look at that. Smack.
That's so sad.
So Benimaru is pretty bad when it comes to that. Like, shout out to Silent Scope. Silent Scope, like, he does YouTube stuff for CVS2 and does combo trials for like all the characters. So I'm like looking at his videos. So like, what does he do with Benimaru? But pretty much like a lot of his combos really rely on like kind of like short jab, right, into like short jab, crouching medium kick, something like that. But the thing is, his strings are much harder compared to other characters. Standing light punch is his best button because the frame data is, I would say, I think on Shoryuken it says is +8. So you can combo like stand jab crouch fierce, stand jab sweep, right? That like if I'm good, I could combo that. That's supposed to combo. So even then, like, it's like hard because when you try to do button, there you go. Yeah. When you try to do like crouching light into it, like, and you press the sweep or press another button like a medium or heavy, the button doesn't come out. But stand jab gives them so much frame data, like it's +8 frame data, that you're able to press a button right away. Now let's see what happens if I put them on crouch though. So his best button, you can crouch it, right? The best frame data button. So that's another problem that he has. You could just duck his stand jab, which is +8 on block and hit. So that's going to be that. Standing medium kick is a great anti-air, but the thing is you can also duck that. And standing heavy punch, that works. But the problem is these are not special cancelable. You can super cancel it, but guess what?
It whiffs.
It whiffs, right? So for
even
games,
he was like oops.
Yeah, so stand roundhouse, which is probably the better heavy button. You can't super cancel that. Stand heavy punch, if you hit it from far, like if you whiff punish, right? Like you play a whiff punish game, like that's not gonna work. And also because you have to hit the stand fierce from a closer range, you can special cancel that there. But if you do it from max range, like right here, you can't not super cancel because your cancel window is gone due to your button whiffing. All right. Wow. So you have to be kind of like, it has to hit like the center of your arm compared to, I would say, your fingertips. Like if you hit the fingertips, like you're not going to get the super, unfortunately. So that's the hard part. So it's very not consistent, right? And then so when you have other characters that could do heavy into super, like Ryu could do stand heavy punch super. You've seen Sagat do crouch heavy punch into super, and they all combo and they're all consistent. But with Benimaru, he's not, and his damage is very, very low as well too. So I would say that's kind of like, it's like he's low tier, and obviously everyone has their own opinion on like who is the worst character in the game, who's the worst. Me personally, I think it's Benimaru because at least with Kyosuke, he has a fireball, not the best fireball, but he has a great sweep, Kyosuke, compared to Benimaru, and he has a great anti-air, which is crouching heavy punch. But in general, they're both terrible. But to me, I think Benimaru is much worse when it comes down to it. The only saving grace is that you can make him good is if you played like, I would say, K-Groove, because K-Groove makes every character good. Because of just K level 3 damage and everything, and at least with there's a special mode, so special attributes. So with K groove or any S and K groove, well, actually let me change that. P groove, N, and K. So at least this hop jump is good because at least with this, it's not floaty, it's not high, so you can do that, right? And you can combo in the DP afterwards, which is really nice. But every character can do like hop jump into heavy normal into super or DP, right? So that's what it comes down to. But the thing is, he loses role, and obviously like he needs to just defend. But that's the difference with K-Groove. K-Groove could just make any terrible character a threat because of just the amount of level 3s that you can get in one round. But another problem as well is that there's different health values, and his health value is not average. He has less health than other characters. Not Akuma health, but I would say it's a little bit less than normal health. So if that's the case, that means he can't really get 2 level 3s per round if you think about it, because he can't afford to lose it unless you're a god at just defending. So yeah, I would say that's my example on my second character, at least, for why do I think they're bad.
So, and this is probably more the issue of my lack of knowledge and for people who watch me. What makes a character good in this game? Because all the stuff you said sounds like they're all problems, but I don't think, at least in my audience, they would know what makes a good character, probably besides the memes about like, oh, roll cancel lol or like that stuff.
So for roll cancel, like if you're good at roll cancel, obviously you can make any special move good. But a lot of times when you roll cancel, you want to get the knockdown. Benimaru 1 doesn't have knockdowns. Another thing is that this is like, you see this button right here? This is my button, right? So that's my heavy, right? Like let's say his heavies. So let's say this, right? Standing heavy punch.
With cheeks.
You see that?
Oof.
So I can combo from that range. I like Benimaru cannot whiff punish. That's 1, right? So because of that, that's a huge thing in this game. Another thing is that anti-airs. If you try to jump at Sagat with like his best button, like jump heavy kick or jump light kick, right? You see? So I get the knockdown, I get the build bar as well too. So there's no inconsistency when it comes down to anti-airs. Another thing you could do is you could just do super. That has a lot of invo frames as well too. Mid-range damage is kind of what makes character really, really good. And Benimaru doesn't really have that because like I can just walk in and work on your guard, right? The only thing that Benimaru can contest with is using forward medium kick, which is like his neutral skip tool. That one, because it's like it's literally a running move, right? You see that, like it puts me in proximity. You're like, that's really good. But the problem is, what do you get after that? You don't get anything from that.
No pressure,
right?
no combo.
No pressure. It's 0 on block, so I can literally just press a button afterwards. And the thing is, like, you can hit, if you're like buffering, you can like hit it as well too. You see, like it's not like it puts me in complete proximity. I can just hit him out of it. There's no like button override. Look at that. Even with jab as well too. I would say the main thing that makes a character good in this game is kind of like how do you get your knockdown. So with Sagat, if I do jab special move, like jab, I could DP, right? Tiger knee, I'm in neutral, right? I could do jab, tiger knee, boom, I'm in there. Benimaru, if he does jab, he doesn't get the knockdown, right? And your whole goal is to really like how would a character that doesn't get a knockdown or anything, how is he supposed to get in? And he also has like a really high jump, so it's easier to anti-air in this game, because a lot of times if you just focus on the anti-airs, you can just win by that alone. So I would say that's kind of what makes Benimaru really, really bad compared to like other characters.
Wow. So this is why, to at least if you really are a Benimaru fan, that is why you pick K-Groove to actually have more options to have pressure. Okay, I can see that you said that standing medium kick, that's just neutral skip, right? I mean, I'm here thinking like high level when you don't really need to, but so you can mask that medium kick with a run, right? With K-Groove.
Yeah, you can. But you have to pick K-Groove if you want to do good.
S-Groove you can run too, yeah?
Yeah, S-Groove you can run, but like you have to pick K-Groove. That's for sure. Yeah. Like A-Groove Benimaru could do something as well too, just because like custom combos makes any character pretty awesome, right? But the thing is, when you compare it to like other custom combos like Bison's Paint Defense or Sakura's like up show custom, right? With Benimaru, you're just mashing forward like heavy punch.
No sauce.
Right? That's your combo, right? So but the thing is, a lot of characters could do that, but better. Ken is the same thing where you just press forward heavy kick, right? But at least with Ken, you can add a reset.
Yes.
You know, like be cheeky about the damage. With Benimaru, you have to do the whole custom combo, and that's all you get.
Yeah, to my time watching CVS2, I safe to say I'm a witness to this. Yeah, I never seen Benimaru.
Yeah, there's a lot of garbage characters in CVS2.
I low-key was not surprised when you were like, oh yeah, it's because like Sagat can combo from here and he can't, and that's why he sucks. That's like the number one thing I've gotten from talking to you about like old Capcom games is like, this character can't combo, they're trash.
Thanks for letting us know not to pick this character, Justin.
Yeah, this was a good one. This was a good one. Let me slide in here. We're gonna do another YouTube first.
Okay.
Do you know what this game is? Are you here?
Blaze Blue. Yeah.
I'm watching. What Blaze Blue is this? It is Blaze Blue. You're correct. But which one is it?
I cannot tell you because I have never seen this main menu before.
Okay. You probably have heard of a game called Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger. And actually, this is the game, the first time I ever played Lord Justin Wong in a fighting game was in Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger at a small anime con in Connecticut. Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yes, I played Justin Wong. I played Marn also with Lychee Fei Ling, my original main in Blaze Blue. Okay. So many people have heard of Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger because it is what we call a kusoge, which means shitty game in Japanese, right?
Facts.
Yes, it is a bad game for a lot of reasons. We talk about Tager, we talk about New 13. But today, everyone's like, Blaze Blue's sick. Central Fiction is the current Blaze Blue they play, and they iterated on Blaze Blue many times. Many times. The game I have on right now is the sequel to Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger. Specifically, the first game they made after Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger, with the goal of fixing all the problems with Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger. So this is Blaze Blue Continuum Shift. Okay. There are 3 versions of this game. This is the first version of the game. I don't have the extra characters. They added DLC characters. This is like my first experience of DLC is with this game. They added 2 characters, Hazama and Tsubaki. So there are 14 characters in this game initially. And they add 3 more characters, so there's 17 characters. You know, I could talk about another grappler, by the way. It would be really easy because he sucks too. This character's terrible too. But I'm going to talk about the character who is tied for the worst with him. There's a character that is tied for the worst with the grappler. The easy answer is just go, oh, lol, grappler. It's before the year 2015. The grappler sucks. Wow. So, oh, surprise. No, we're gonna put effort into this today. Which of these characters do you think could possibly be as bad as the grappler? Just look. Do you think you could look at the character and just be like, who is bad just by looking at them?
I'm gonna be honest. Sega look like he do bad damage just based on his character design.
He
just
does.
The way it looks.
He does.
Okay,
That's his good thing. That's his one good thing. He does a lot of damage.
I mean, I played only this in Chinatown Fair, and I don't remember the top 2 characters ever being in the arcade version, so I can't say, right? Because this is console, I think, right? So
Yeah.
And I was a Ragna and Jin player only, so I don't know. I feel like Rachel was pretty sick. Arakune was pretty sick. Mrs. Wolverine was pretty cool. A lot of people played Noelle and just mashed on D moves all day.
Of course.
I don't know. I wouldn't know who.
Let's go to that hollow looking character real quick. The one that looked like a hollow from.
That's Arakune. Yeah, that's Arakune. I remember he was godlike.
Okay. I would think he was. He looks scary. But maybe scary wouldn't like fit the bill. Maybe he's ass. I'm just thinking. I'm just shooting the barrel here. So
yes.
Yeah.
You're both wrong. We're gonna talk about this character. One of the new characters. So Tsubaki.
You see, she wasn't in the arcade version.
Yeah, no. Okay. So you're talking about the previous. You're talking about Calamity Trigger, the previous one.
Oh, okay.
So this game they did have at Chinatown Fair. I went to Chinatown Fair to play this game, actually.
Okay.
Yes, and they added these 2 characters. This character, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
I remember
Everyone was very excited for these 2 characters because he's a villain and he looks cool. He's got like a suit. That's nice. And she's a waifu. But they found a way to make the waifu terrible. Against all odds, they made the waifu terrible. Blaze was a 4-button game. It's light, medium, heavy, A, B, C, and then D. Okay? D is for drive. And every character has a different effect with their drive. So, for example, Justin Wong at one point played Jin Kisaragi. Okay, he's one of the Shotos, and he has the ability to freeze you, and the freezing is essentially just more moves. She freezes. Okay, she freezes. Or another one would be like this is the best version of Talkaka ever. Her drive is she flies across the screen. This is, by the way, is really broken. If you play Tao and you're watching this, you missed out. This character deserves her own video. She's that ridiculous of how actually broken she is. And my main, Lychee, her drive is very subtle but also really broken. So her drive is she puts the stick down. That's what she does. She puts the stick down. And then when she presses it again, she gets the stick back. And this still is one of the best drives in the game. It's just this.
Cool.
Yes. For people who don't know, like Arxis lore, there was like a licensing issue with Guilty Gear where Sega owned Guilty Gear, if I'm explaining this correctly, right?
Oh, okay.
So the reason why Blaze Blue even exists was because they couldn't make a new Guilty Gear. for a while. So they made Blaze Blue. So people got really excited. Some people because of the story, because she's Noelle's friend in the story. She has an interesting plot line. But also her drive is like Holy Order Soul. So what she does is she can charge, and she has this bar above her meter where she can charge this stock. What it is she has multiple special moves. So she's got like this, she's got like this, she's got a DP on every button. So if you have a stock, you can do an upgraded version of these moves. So for example, instead of this, you can do this. Okay?
Yeah.
Or instead of this or this, you can do this and leave a low fireball. Or of course you got the DP, right? She has that, and she has like this. Okay. As a character herself, she's pretty fast, pretty good speed. You see she books it.
Damn.
Yeah,
she looks
she's really
looks
fast
good with the speed.
Really fast. Kind of jump scares you. Like this goes really far. Her buttons are pretty decent. So like this is her 5B. So standing medium hits from like here, where you know they hit comparable range. These characters who both have kind of a lot of range. She has a low profile move that goes under stuff. So she has one of the best anti-airs in the game, which I got smoked, which is hilarious. But it's this. And this leads into a huge combo if you hit it. A very, very rewarding combo. She's also, speaking of combos, pretty easy to hit confirm with because she has follow-up normals. So, like, where everyone, you know, has, like, chains, gatlings, whatever you want to call them. She has additional ones. So she could do, like, medium, medium, BB. Or you could do 2B, 2B. Or you could do CEC. Or with the anti-air, you could do 2C, 2C. Right? She has all these things, right? Pretty fast, good jump. She also has... a very important movement technique because she can charge in the air too. So let me see if I can do this the first try. This thing.
Oh, that looks good. Yeah.
It's called the glide throw. Hers is a little bit different than what I'm used to because Lychee has a different input. So it's which is this.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm used to doing it with Lychee. This character you have to do it with like this. So you're canceling this thing into air throw like car canceling, which is really good for movement. It's hard to like, people have to like bait you or like they have to like chase you in the air. Hers is not with down. That's why I'm so bad with it. That's why I'm so bad at it. I'm used to doing it with down because of Lychee's. Lychee's you hold down to do it. Oh, I forgot to mention she has unblockable. That's important too. She has an unblockable too on top of that. So you can do this move and hold it, and it's unblockable when you hold it.
Yeah.
You can't block it. So with all these things, what could possibly be the problem with this character? She has a very similar problem to Kanji. My theme actually for this personally was characters with bad stats. Basically, they get outstatted by other characters. Her drive is she has to charge the stock, right? So what that means is that they were like, okay, we want people to use the drive. We want people to use the upgraded moves. So her B&B then would be like dun 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 and hit you over here. Right?
Yeah.
I did it wrong. Something like just hit you away. I think they use 2-2A. So while she gets knockdowns of stuff, the problem with the knockdown is you don't get anything. You have to charge. Where another character, so I have Lychee. She's broken. She's very, very powerful in this game. So if I start a combo with a jab, let's see if I got these still. Okay, you get an extremely long combo off a starter like this.
Yeah.
Like into like a very, very long combo. My execution is kind of rusty. It's been a while since I played this game, but this is all off one jab. And in this game, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, you mentioned Benimaru. You have to do like one jab to get the good combo. You can still do like 3, and it's no problem. You could go straight into the full combo on a top tier.
Yeah.
Right, on a top tier. Where on her, while you can, that's not the problem. The problem is you just don't get anything, and it's no damage.
Yeah,
and you have to just do this. And keep in mind that like this character here, if let's try one more time to do it. I could do like this.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. So you get
damage.
No, that's not even a third of the combo. I just wanted to go into the ender, and the thing is, you get some of the best Oki in fighting games ever. Right, like ever. This is really broken super where like Tsubaki you get to charge and you do no damage. You do 0 damage. She doesn't have access to what she wants to do quickly. I call these 2-step characters of like you have to do something to get the thing that you want. And the worst part about it is you have to pick between actually attacking and charging. So like if let's say I just get rid of this real quick. Let's get rid of it. Okay.
No damage.
Like, even that did no damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fact.
looping it.
Yeah. So, if I want Oki, I have to just run over there right away. So most people will not choose to do this. They won't choose to go here and get Oki. What they'll choose to do is just get what they can, so that they could use it for something else. Where the Oki in this game is like legendary good, despite there being like rolls and stuff. Right, and she does no damage about the charge too. So it's like there are rounds where you have to hit people like 6 or 7 times. This character has to hit you 2 times to win.
Yeah.
That's it.
Damn.
And it's like it. To be fair, two good hits. But like if she can hit confirm, like if you can actually go into a combo, it is so over. Let's do a combo trial right now.
Oh, yeah, that damage is godlike.
Yeah, you loop this. You loop this like 2. Okay, one more combo trial attempt, even though it's a B&B back in the day.
Sick, and then to Oki, huh?
I missed it. But yeah, okay. But you do that again, and then you get you throw the stick at them again, and then you do Oki off it. You do this, and they can't get out, and you do another mix-up, and you refund yourself the meter.
Yeah. Does she have big damage combos? Like if you hit it?
So her absolute high-end combo, she does have high damage combos. There is one thing that she could do to save herself. So she has an install. Okay. This is like you could do unlimited. You could do D into D into D. You have like no restriction on it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's like her main saving grace is that. So like the top tiers, their B&Bs do twice as much damage to like 2.5 as much damage. They get Oki that's broken. They put you in the corner off everything and could just like attack you, do whatever you want. While Tsubaki is like, you can play neutral with her, but just like everything she does essentially nothing. So what you're essentially doing when you pick her is you're picking a bottom tier, because you know, for tier list enjoyers, I make tier lists. I love tier lists. And when I used to use the letter system, like you know, S, A, B, you know, in a lot of games like Dragon Ball, I wouldn't really rate characters under B tier, and people get really mad at you. They're like, "Oh, it's a bell curve." Like, the B tier characters, that means they're D tier, because you know they're like the worst, right? So,
Gotcha.
But I was like, "Oh, I'm saying this because these characters aren't like they're not bad characters, right?" Can you guess how I ranked? I actually went back on the old Dustloop forums to look at my old tier list. I found my old tier list for this game. How low I rated Tsubaki.
Well, I mean, it has to be very low because you just went back to character select because the costume color was bad. So that alone,
That already, real.
that alone mean like, man, they gave her, she's the worst. She's like a terrible character, and they gave her a bad costume choice. That's insane.
I mean, I look at it like this: a game that has IEDs, you would essentially think most of the characters are good. Do all characters have an IED in this, LordKnight?
Not Tager.
Makes sense. That's normal. That's
not
normal.
Tager. Arakune has a special one, and that's it. Yeah, it's just not Tager.
But to stay on theme, right? They could get their quote unquote thing, right? Just off a straight regular offense. Where her, you would have to do like a whole sequence of events to get what she needs in order to even get some decent damage.
Yes, or you have to sneak this. You have to like stop playing neutral. You have to like do this, or you have to like purposely just sit here, wait. Like you can sneak it into pressure. You could do like this. But it's not that much.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of whatever.
No specific guesses.
I mean, I would probably say she might be D tier.
Guess.
Oh, we should rank it. I mean, just off of her damage alone, compared to what you just showed me with your main character, I'm gonna just have to put on F tier, bro.
Yeah, I rated her F tier. I rated this character F tier. Yes, I was like, this character is really bad. In a game, this game is like a killing game. You might have heard people call some games killing games. This is a killing game. They gotta go. When you hit them, they gotta go. There's another kind of big problem with her too. So this game, you know, in CVS2 you have Just Defend, right? So it's an Arxis game. Yeah. It's an Arxis game, so you have instant block. It's like the same thing. In Blaze Blue, especially in old Blaze Blue, instant block is incredibly powerful. And you get, I believe, 5 frames back, I think, in this game. Ooh. You get a lot.
Oh, wow.
Back.
Okay.
Yes, you get a lot back. Her follow-up normals, so like while her normal attacks are like, you know, like +1 or whatever, right? Her follow-up normals are really bad, so you can't stagger with them. A lot of her things that she does is slight minus, which is normally fine. But if someone instant blocks, you are really in trouble, and a lot of her stuff is interruptible because of this. It's been a while. I have my guilty gear timing. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So in her case, I can't do this normally. So if I do like, so a lot of these have like little gaps, and if you instant block, you have even more time to interrupt.
Yeah.
Instant block affects everybody, but in this game, of course, but it affects her a lot. So you're just giving people meter for free. A lot of her stuff is very easy to interrupt. A lot of good characters have good reversals too. Like this is a, that's a
DP.
nice light, easy DP. So it's kind of hard to do pressure of her. It's not that she can't. It's just like when you go play her, you're like, oh, I have all these attacks I could do. I have all these various attacks, even as a command overhead and stuff. But her pressure effectively is a lot of like
Land.
Yeah, it's also a lot of like
this and a lot of like jump resets.
A lot of fake.
Yes. She can't like do long extended strings very easily. And there's a final super weakness. One weakness that if you're a Japanese person watching this, you would have never known actually, is that she's worse on console. It's a big one.
Oh.
She's worse on console because I don't know if they had this in Street Fighter 4, but the Blaze Blue cabinets in Japan, they are on these cabinets that just have like a lot of delay, like actually an exceptional amount of delay. Sometimes like 5 to 6 frames delay. Like some people would get really mad at playing a game with that much delay. So the way that you mix up in Japan is actually different because they give characters moves like this. I believe it's like a 22 frame overhead. So these moves are legitimately like 50-50 adjacent in a Japanese arcade, but on console that's only 3 frames. 22 is light. Like you could block a 22. Yeah, you could block a 22, 22, 23. Like no problem. And so her only mix-ups, like when I say mix-ups, I mean things to hit you. Like this typically is pretty good in arcade, but on console it's like you could just jump out of it on reaction, DP on reaction, no problem. So her main mix-up is this thing. And at the time, the second jump C is pretty delayed. And at the time we were playing this game, we did not actually know you could 50-50 do this. So when we were playing actively, we were like, she has no mix-ups, like at all. Like she has no way. The only way she could hit you is if she hits you with this thing that you don't know about. Essentially.
Wow. So pretty much she was still ass in the arcade, but she was better because there was lag on the cabinets.
Yeah. So at least she could like hit you with something. Like she could hit you into like 15%, and then she could do this, and then like try to make something happen.
Was there realization from the folks in Japan playing in the arcade that once they went to console, did they ever say to themselves, wow, I knew my character was bad, but I didn't think it was this bad?
So funny story, actually, for anime players, we started going to Japan like with Persona and stuff, right? And Persona came out very quickly after the Japanese version. Usually it takes like a year plus for us to get the games, right? I'm sure you guys are really familiar too from back in the day. Persona only came out like 3 months after. It was very fast. So we were kind of like same skill level for the first time. And one of the #1 comments of Japanese players watching North America was, how do they block overhead so consistently? Because they were playing a more laggier version of the game. So they're like, oh, America has such good defense. Like, oh, they blocked this overhead. They have such good defense. Where I'm like, dude, why did I get hit by this? This shit sucks. Like, why did they all get hit by this? We just had no idea because we didn't have arcade.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah. So when they came here for the first time, they were like, yo, I could block. They were like losing their minds because they block all this shit that they couldn't block in the arcade.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. It's like I think it's the opposite problem of old Capcom games. Because I heard that. Wait, it's the same, right? No, arcade games are faster. That's what it was, right? Am I remembering this wrong?
I don't remember if there was any difference between arcade and console, at least for Street Fighter 4. But in the past, for old Capcom games, the ports were just not arcade perfect. So they were they were bad. Like it would be like, oh, like you're missing a combo, you're missing frames, your hit confirms are not there. Like something changed in the code for Capcom games where people are like, I don't like this version of the game, right? Because something is lacking from there.
Going from arcade Marvel 2 to Dreamcast. Dreamcast is way faster. So like Magneto is a little more. So like in arcade, it's a little bit of a slowdown, so we could kind of see what Magneto's doing, but Magneto's actually slightly more cracked out on Dreamcast.
That's crazy to think because he's super fast actually.
Yeah,
already.
fast.
So being like, oh, he's faster. By the way, yeah, I guess the big thing. Anyone who's playing like a modern fighting game, hearing like, oh, it's not like arcade perfect, right? So for this game, arcade perfect is like 6 frames delay, basically 5-6 frames delay. Yeah. Or like Exert, like the previous Guilty Gear, right? Sometimes you hear people be like, oh, Exert's so much better than Strive, right? For a long time, we liked playing on PC because of the online. You could reduce the delay for online. But the arcade version is also it's like 5-6 frame delay. So there's stuff that in arcade you cannot block. You just can't. It just hits you. You're just like, oh my god, right? When on console, you have like a chance of seeing it and like reacting to it. Yeah, some of you out there might be mad that the arcade version, the arcade perfect, is like slower technically. But that's a whole different discussion about like what's the real game and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, it's always a different story when it comes down to it. I mean, I had the thing where I believe the arcade perfect was the best because I played like Third Strike, I played CVS2, so they worked really great on arcades compared to console where like things were not the same, damage values were not the same as well too. Evo changed so many times of which version of ST they wanted to run.
Yes.
So it was never one consistent until they just said, you know what, screw it. We're always going to play on cab. Right, so they went from arcade to different versions of console to only back to cab. I mean, we were talking, we were
on the dot.
We were yapping, that's for sure.
On the dot. That was so good. I mean, I guess for YouTube we could just do like do you guys want to like shill your stuff, let the people know where to find you? Because I'm gonna put this on YouTube in a couple of weeks.
Listen, man, IFC Yipes everything, and every Tuesday I do the can opener. Lately has been Street Fighter 6, but the whole consensus of the can opener, we just like to run anything that the people want to see. So you've seen Third Strike, you actually seen Battle Bots, you see the Third Strike and many other games here. So we just like to show some love to the old school side of things as well. So just follow me at the Can Opener Series YouTube and on Twitter, and at IFC Yipes everything if you want to follow me for anything that I want to do, that I have been doing or whatever the case.
Yep, you guys can find me at JWong in 3Gs or type in Justin Wong on YouTube. I do fighting games in general, so everything fighting game related. And also big shout outs to White Claw Surge for, like I said, bringing us all together and just yapping about bad fighting game characters because, I mean, obviously I have my own take on them, but learning it from your guys' perspective, I learned a lot. It was really, really fun. And if you guys are going to be at EVO, go to the White Claw Surge booth. Make sure you bring your ID so you guys can try out the different flavors. Like I actually found this one in the wild passion fruit. Because I was jealous that Yipes has different variety packs.
Wait, which
which one do you have? Like, what flavors do you have? Because I have blood orange, blackberry, natural lime, and blood orange. But I found a passion fruit at my local liquor store. But Yipes got pineapple, and I can't find pineapple in Canada.
Guess what? I got pineapple, bro.
Bro, come on, man.
Pineapple.
I'm so jealous.
I got pineapple on mine, bruh.
Me too, man.
Yes, bro.
Me too, man.
Yes, bro.
One day.
Thanks for coming on. Shouts to White Claw and White Claw Surge, especially for setting this all up. We're all gonna be at EVO. I'm gonna be popping in at the booth every now and then too.
Yep.
So make sure you guys stop by, say what's up. I mean, truthfully, this is gonna be a really stupid sentence, but low-key alcohol is a fighting game tradition. So alcohol on the top 8 is a fighting game tradition, low-key. With the boys.
I mean, so this is what I said, LordKnight, right? We came into this game as teenagers, and obviously we aged as, you know, the culture pushed forward. So obviously that's why we got this label that's 21 plus, because the grown folks do love to play fighting games. So, and one of those traditions is to have a refreshing beverage such as White Claw Surge. So yes, you're on the money on that, LordKnight.
Yes. If you have any questions, by the way, for any of us, let us know in the comments below. Say what's up. Like and subscribe if you guys feel like it. I'll see you all next time.